Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ajit. So in the previous video we have successfully integrated the login API in your login screen. Okay, so in this video we are going to integrate the register API. Okay, so before that let me change this. Okay, this text, so this should be register and here is sign in. Okay, so I am going to my code, and again that if you are facing issue in running, okay, like I told in the previous video, you have to go inside the Android, then inside the graded level clean. Okay, then you have to remove the node modules and again need to install node module, then you have to run the project. Okay, so now I'm going to register inside screens. This one is the register, and here in the button, okay, inside the touchable opacity we will write register, and this will be sign in. Okay, now it's good. So we will now integrate the API. Before that we know that what we need to do, like we need to describe a schema for register form. Okay, so we have to describe one schema for all the input fields by using if, then we'll wrap inside formic all the inputs, then on submit we will call the register API. So let me do that. Okay guys, you can see that I have taken one name, email, password. Okay, inside the name, first of all I have declared the if object. Okay, then inside the shape you can see that these are the objects. Okay, inside the shape object we have used the name, email, password. So so name is the string, and it is required. Okay, so name is required, then email is also string and is type of email. So if it is not email, so then it will display the error as please enter valid email. Okay, if email is not valid, so that's why the property is used. Then also it is required. Okay, email is required, and you can see here that for password we have used a lots of validations here. Like first of all it should be string, then the second thing is this is a regex. Okay, this is a regex. If you are facing this in typing, so you can write this from the GitHub link. Okay, below link is provided. So if you type, there may be any issue found. So this is the first regex that is used for small letter. Okay, that will verify that there should be a small letter. And the second one is, okay, this is the pattern taking inside the matches function. Okay, so this taking the regex and the message, and for second one is the capital letter, and the first one is for to must have a number. Okay, d means integer. Then this is for to verify there must be a special character. You can see that these are all the characters given. Among them, if one will be there, then it is fine. And also we have used minimum, so we are passing the 8, so the password should be 8 character. Okay, and inside that it is giving a callback like this min, and then it showing the message. Then here is the message, password must be at least min characters. This mean it will be 8. Okay, 8 characters, fine. And also it is required. So we have declared this validation schema, so we will use now inside the forming. So now, so what I will do after the form container, okay, I will take all the codes. Let me format again the codes. Okay, yeah, from here, okay, whatever inside the form container will take everything. Let's see, form container ends here, so I will take everything including the register button. Okay, this will be also inside the formic. So I will take everything, I will cut them, then I will use the tag formic. Okay, then inside formic there will be, we give the validation schema as a sign up validation schema. Fine. Then initial values, we will give the initial values like name will be empty, and email will be empty for the first time, and password will be also empty for the first time. Fine. Then we will do whatever in the submit. So for the moment we will take the values from here and display in a console. Okay, so here I'm writing values. Fine. So then formic will give some properties to us, like the handle submit, handle change, okay, that we did in the previous login video. Okay, so I will take one curly braces, then inside this bracket, then again the curly bracket. Okay, so then after this, okay, here I will declare the arrow function. Fine. And this will take unview, so we will put the fragment view here, the parent view. Okay, then we'll paste everything, okay, that we had so I made some mistakes, so let me, so now I'm not able to paste because here I did one cut operation. So what I will do, I will copy this one. Okay, then I will press Ctrl Z, or in Mac Command Z. Okay, I will back everything what I did like this. Okay, okay, now you can see that everything is here. So I will paste here the codes. So again we will cut from after the register button from here. Okay, yeah, then I will paste it here. Fine. Then let's format the codes and let's see. Yeah, so formic gives a bunch of handlers, okay, like handle submit. This will call when the button will be pressed, and then is valid to check the validation, and will give the values and also errors, and handle change, then touched. Okay, these are given by the formic. So we'll use handle change inside the text input, and before that let's give a individual a name. Okay, means for name it is name, and we'll on change text, whenever text will be changed, so this will, the value will be set in inside the formic. Okay, like this. So here we will set placeholder text color, okay, from text that is coming from the use theme, this one. Okay, and again we'll do for the email like this. So I will take everything from here and will paste here, and also in password also. Okay, now I will change them like email, and this will be email. Okay, and this will be password, this will be password. Okay, fine. And now we'll assign the handle submit in the touchable opacity. So I will do here on press. Okay, I will do handle submit. Fine. So everything is completed, but we also will include the error. Okay, like for the name we'll display the errors here. So we will check that if errors is there, like inside the errors that is coming from here dot name. Okay, if there are errors inside the name, and if it is tossed. Okay, if it's tossed, if name is tossed, then we'll display the error like what we did in the login video, like we'll inside the text. Okay, we will display the error from errors dot name, and we will change the style here, style. So font size will be 10 inside the scale. Let's put inside the scale So scale is coming from React Native size matter. Okay, you should know this. And the color property and the color will be red. Okay, so this is for name. Also will paste for the email here, and also I will paste password here also. So I will again format this codes like this, and will change the values from email. Okay, what if I have to do that, click one here and press command D or control D. Okay, so in Windows and Linux press control D, and Mac you have to press command D. So I'm pressing here command D, so you can see that everything is selected. So the name properties are selected. Then I will delete here, then I will type email. You can see that at a time we have changed everything, and like this. So make sure that in Windows you are using control D. So here also I will type command D and will change password. Fine. So everything is completed. So now let's check the value is coming or not. Make sure that you have running your project, and if you are facing any issues, please comment below. So let me open my Metro server here. This is my Metro server. So first of all, let's try without giving any data. And see, no error is displaying. Okay, we'll see why it's not displaying. So then let's do by giving the values here. Okay, and password. Okay, nothing is happening. So we'll see why is it not happening. So what I will do, I will again run the project by closing this one here, and will again open the project here. So I will go inside sign up and will click. Nothing is happening here. Okay, so let's check. So we did some mistakes somewhere. Okay, we gave the on phrase to somewhere else. So let's find where we give the on phrase. Yeah, that is here. Yeah, we gave the on phrase to the key. Okay, means this icon. You can see here. You can see here in this icon. Okay, you can see the errors now. So we will move that on phrase to the register button. So that is here only. Okay, so I will paste them here. Now it's fine. So now let's test again. We'll fill the details. You can see all the errors are displaying fine, and here need some margin. Okay, we'll give a margin in the error. So I will give margin of scale 5. For every element will give margin of 5, margin of 5 in every error. Okay, also inside login also will give. So here for email this one. Okay, this is login page inside this, and for password also fine. So now let's check. Now you can see that is more visible. So now we'll type the data here, and I will give the email here, and I will give the password. Okay, everything is there. Then let's check in the Metro server. Yeah, you can see the details here from these input fields. So if I'm not giving any digits here in the password, you can see that password must have a number. And if I remove special character, you can see that. Okay, so you have to give the password like included a special character and a number. Fine. So we need to do a functionality like whenever we will click this one, the password will be displayed. And also one more, whenever we will click the register, here will be a, so here will a spinner will be loaded. Okay, so like for sign in also we need the same functionality. So we'll do. So let's go. So what I have to do is I have to take 2 states. You can see. So here we will take 2 states. You may know about states. So every component have their states. So states will change every time. So if the state value will be changed, then the UI means the render will be also changed. So let's take 2 states. So first one will be for spinner. Okay, to display the spinner inside the register button, that is set show spinner. This is the method. the first time it is false. Okay, you can see that I have used use state, that is a hooks. I will import here use state, fine, and I will also create one more state here, that is show password. Okay, and the method will be set show password. Okay, and I will use state, and the first time it will be true, so let it make false, because we are not going to show the password. If it will be true, we will display the password, fine. So we will go here in the key icon, okay, in the touchability opacity. So here we'll give one on press. Okay, whenever we will click, the state will be true. If true, it will make to false. If false, it will make to true. So we will give on press to here. So this will take one callback, and here we will do that set show password. And what will the previous state? Okay, means now the previous state is false, so we'll take the previous state. Means what is the previous state? Means the current state. It will take the current state and we will do like previous state. Means we are toggling the value of password. Okay, set show password. We are taking the previous state, and whatever in the previous state, that will we are assigning one not operator here, because it will make, means if it is false, it will make true. If it is true, then it will make false. So fine. So now we will make some changes here. So what we will do, instead of true, we will display show password. Okay, let's check in the, I have saved the project here. Let me write something, you can see now, and let me click here. Okay, it is not working. So I did this in the login screen. Yeah, okay, no issue. I did in the login screen. So here, wherever we need the same things, so let's check in the login. So I'm typing here this, and it's become this. Okay, so what we have to do, like secure text should be true, so here it is become false. So what we will do, we will first put true here. Okay, got it. Now let's type some value, you can see, and now clicking here. Okay, it is fine, it is working fine. And also one more thing, that we will change the icon here. When it is open, we will display some other icon here. So what I will do, I will go where the icon is displaying here. Okay, so I will cut this one. So we'll take brackets. So if it is show password, means if the password is hidden, we will give this name, and if it is not hidden, means it is displaying, we'll give key. Okay, this is the ternary operator conditions. You can see if the show password is true. Okay, you can see here, if I'm clicking here, yeah, it becomes this colors. Okay, means the field color. Okay, now it is not displaying. If I click here, it is displaying. Okay, fine. So one more thing, that whenever we will click login, here we are going to display one spinner. Okay, so what we will do, in the on submit, we have taken one spinner, this one. So whenever our button will be clicked, we will display the spinner. So we will write set show spinner to true, and if the result will come, means the response will come inside this, we will make it false. Okay, and also here, if any error is coming, we'll make it false. Okay, fine. So for the first time it will be true when the button will be clicked, and if any response is coming, so it will false, means to close the spinner, and if any error is coming, will hiding the spinner. So later we'll take some snack bars, okay, to show here, like what are the response and the errors coming, will display to the user. We'll take that later. So now I'm moving to auth stack. There we'll see, so here we have used tabs. So let's change this to home, because tab screen will be our home screen. Okay, so I have changed in the auth stack to home. So whenever our login will be successful, we'll send to the home. Okay, So this is only for the login. Okay, so we will use navigation. Is we have used navigation here? Yes, we have used navigation here. So we'll type, if I have not used navigation, you can take by this navigation. You have to import from React navigation native. Okay, and we will give the navigation dot navigate to home. Okay, fine. So now let's check. So I'm saving everything, and now let's test by login account. So I will type my account here. Okay, then I will use password that I have given here. So you can see no spinner is coming here. Okay, we have not set the spinner yet. And if I talk about the response, I got 401. So let's error this as error dot response. Okay, the console here, and we will display the spinner inside the touchable opacity. Okay, here. So what we'll do after this login, we will take one activity indicator. Okay, so activity indicator is nothing but a spinner. So what we will do here, if show spinner is true, we will display the spinner, the activity spinner. So I will take one activity indicator. You can see that it is coming from React Native, and it will be imported in React Native, and we will give the color as that coming from the text, means use theme. Okay, fine. So now let's check again, and the response is coming because I don't know the correct ID password. So let's check in the Postman. Okay, before that let's check it is working or not. You can see that it is working, but it is always moving. Okay, so what we will do, so let's do the color, the spinner color as white. So this one, let's check as white for now. Okay, and you can see the spinner is always working, means moving. And we'll give some margin here, means margin left to 5. Okay, inside the scale we'll give to 5. And the show spinner is always working. It is false, so it should not. Oh, I did some mistakes here. Okay, so you can see that I first here show password instead of show spinner. Okay, got it. So now let's again log in by clicking this. You can see that now it is working fine, and it's got some error response. So this one. Okay, so you can see that a message is coming, unauthorized user. So we'll print the message here inside the error here. Okay, error dot message, that is also inside data, so we need to put here data also. Okay, if data will display the data. So again log in here. So let's see the output here. You can see unauthorized user. Okay, means the login and password is incorrect. So I will check what I did, means in which credential I logged in, means created the account. Okay, let's take this one. So I will change to Ajit Teaches. Okay, now I will click login here, and let's say it is also unauthorized. So what I will do, I will register here with the same things. Okay, and you can see a message is so our account was not there, so now it is created. I may deleted them. So now I will click login here, and you can see that it directly enter to the dashboard screen, means the home screen. Okay, fine. So I will close this, and I will again open the application here. So now let's do the same things for the register. So what I will do, I will take this show spinner and show password to register here, and I will paste after the navigation. Okay, and also I will import the use state here. Okay, and for show password we will take the codes as we did in login. So I will take everything here. Okay, you can see. So I will take everything, and I will paste here in key outline. Okay, fine. So we have did these things, and here also need to pass the show password. Okay, done. So now let's check for register. Okay, is this working or not? We'll enter some data and it is working. Then we'll give the spinner here. Okay, we will take from the login the same thing. Okay, we'll take it from here. Okay, and we'll set the value on submit. Okay, here. So what we will do now, we will call the register API. So what I will do, I will take everything here. Okay, everything I will take from here, and I will go here, I will paste here. Okay, so and also one more thing, I will take the method that we have imported. Okay, and we need to change something, means we are using login user, so in register we'll use the register API. So that is inside the API. Let's check the method name, the function name, this one. Okay, register user, I will take this and I will paste it here, and also I will paste it inside the on submit. Okay, this one. Fine. So now let's check the API is working or not. This is the device and this is the Metro server. So now let me fill the details. Ajit, and the email ID will be this one, and I will give the password, and it will include a special character and some numbers. Okay, now I will click register here. Okay, it is okay. We need to import activity indicator. Okay, so we will import here activity indicator. Fine. So now let's test again. So here I will go inside register, and I will give the name, and will give the email name. Okay, let this one. Okay, and I will give my password. Then I will click register here, and you can see that it is going. And let's see, yeah, it is working fine. So response is account created successfully, please log in. Okay, we will display this message in a snack bar. We'll do after the authentication successful. Okay, so now we have completed the register and login screens and integrated the APIs successfully. So in the next video, what we will do, that now you can see that if I'm closing this application and again opening this one, you can see again it will start the login screen. Okay, we will handle this. We will store the token that is coming from the login, and we will store inside the async storage in the Redux POSIX, and we will check if it is logged in, then we will directly send them to home screen. So what we need to do now, because after clicking the register we don't want to go inside the home, we will give some message here, and to share the user, go and log in the login section. So I will comment this one here. Okay, fine. So now let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching.